Welcome everybody to Spirit Sessions of View of the Light. We have an amazing day for you guys. Are you ready? I'm ready. Look who I got with me today. I am missing Rhonda and I am missing Bex, but we have brought to you Andrea Stepnowski and Christy Warnick. Woot, 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 woot. And we are going to bring some magical things to you. So share it up, like it, love it, and all that. And at the end, I'll let you know who won the session with me. And whoever shares this episode out the most is going to win a session with the amazing Bex Marie from Divinely Guided Inspirations by Bex Marie. And both of them may be watching, so you might be seeing them in the comments. So we're not alone. We're not without them. We've got them. And we've got you. And I want you to know how much we appreciate you. Each of us is a beautiful shining light, and as we each shine our hearts together, it gets brighter and brighter, and this is a wonderful time to be alive on the planet. So let's do this together.
Woo-hoo!
And so first off, I'd like Andrea, tell us about you, and you've got a show here at the Akashic Academy. So tell us about your show and what you like to do.
Hello. Thank you first so much for asking me to do this. It's my honor, and the energy between us three ladies has just been magical for the past 40 minutes. We've been chit-chatting. And I do the Sacred Chakra Flow on the Akashic Academy every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I resonate with 7 all the time if you've ever seen my show. I also, I'm at Sacred Spaces with Andrea on Facebook. You can also find all of my videos and everything that I've ever done and ever do and like and don't like on my YouTube channel, which is Andrea Jones Stepnowski on YouTube. And I am certified in many different things. I love to help people who love to help themselves. And I truly believe that we are the answer to our ancestors' prayers. So it's up to us to be our true divine selves, honor ourselves by honoring everyone around us, and just walk for the good of all. So it's my honor to be here with both of you ladies, because I truly believe you both do that every single day.
Oh, awesome. A question for you, Andrea. How did you come across the Akashic Academy in the first place?
Wow, I think it was simply Emily. I think that it was one of those things where I kept resonating to different numbers and different things. And I was painting a picture at the time, I do remember. And it was me with a crystal I had found on my forehead in the top panel. I'll have to bring it on one day and show you on my show.
Yeah.
And I saw her doing that, and I thought, wow, what a cute girl. And then I watched her breathing, and I was like, whoa. I love her.
Oh,
and at the same time, everyone I was kind of resonating to and helping each other with, they were like, you got to connect with this Emily chick. And I was like, well, I already do. I love her. And they're like, no, she put out a post that's asking for some hosts or something. And I actually went outside of my comfort zone. And I said, well, I'm just going to go for it. And I went for it. And since then, been magical. I can't believe, ladies, it's almost been a year. Can you?
Oh, wow.
Who would have guessed? I mean, we didn't know. When we did this, we never knew that, oh, yeah, when I meet Emily, I'm going to end up doing this and that. It's like, no, that was all like surprises along the way, you know? It is awesome.
And it's seriously all of us looking at each other's paths. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What blessings. And Christy Warnick, tell us what you do on your show and what you do outside your show.
Yeah, I have the Power of Energy Healing every Tuesdays here on the Akashic Academy, and I do other shows for my page as well. But I am a spiritual, intuitive, and energy healer. So I do all kinds of, I love alchemy. I love working with energy. I love helping people. I love helping people to heal and to manifest in their lives, just a transformation basically in any and every part of their life. So I love doing that. So I'm just all into all kinds of magical, mystical, and I love miracles. That's the thing. So.
Okay, sorry. I can't do, you guys, go ahead and when you find the comments, go ahead and read them. But I can't do
You
it
want me to?
because when I do it, I can't turn down the
Well,
sound,
I
and
can
so
tell you,
it's
I
gonna
can name
Got
them
them
right
right
double
here.
play.
if you want. There's a
Yeah.
Cindy Seaver, hello, and hi to Cindy Coleman and Nancy
Yes, hey Cindy.
Louise, Kelly Jean McGrain. You're always such a wonderful supporter. Thank you so much.
Yes.
William Blank, hey, it's nice to see you,
Yay.
mister.
Yeah.
And Dallas,
Yo.
another
Oh,
favorite. Oh my
Dallas.
gosh, right?
Yes.
And Paige Roadhouse, Steph Johns. Oh my gosh, thank you
Oh,
everyone. David
Steph.
Vega, Kathy
Nice.
Waldowski. Just, if we don't touch on everybody's name today, it's because it's three of us powerful women that always wants to pump out so much energy and information for your healing that we will address all comments later if we don't get to them today. So blessings and
Yeah.
thank
Yeah, that's the truth. And excuse me, I'm so excited. So Christy, how did you find the Akashic Academy and get involved with us?
I actually found the Akashic Academy through Coach Nick. And so Coach
Oh,
Nick,
really?
he showed up on my thing to become, I can't remember if he sent me a friend request or I sent him a friend request. And so he sent me a message asking me what I do. Hey, can you come on my show, the Freedompreneur Show? And so I was like, sure. And so yeah, so I went on with Coach Nick, and he was like, after the show, he's like, I've got to get you in touch with Emily Harrison. And so the next thing I know, he connected the two of us, and she was like, hey, you've got to come on Light Workers Connect. And I was like, sure. So I go on Light Workers Connect, and then after that, she was like,
Oh,
hey, we're going to be doing these shows coming up. How would you like to have your own show? And I was like, oh my gosh, let me think about that, because I was totally like Andrea, out of my comfort zone. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I thought about it after she asked me that. But I started getting all these ideas in my head. And so I was like, I know I have to
ah,
do this, because I had set an intention
yes.
earlier that year that I was going to get out there and spread the word about the power of energy healing. And because it saved my life, and I know it has saved the lives of many, many people. And I know that it can save anyone's life, really. And so I was like, I okay, I'll do it. On board after that. I started getting all kinds of ideas, and it turned into more. Originally, it was just going to be me doing different things and showing people how to do different things. But then it kind of took a life of its own, and I started, all these guests started coming up, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do some by myself and what I'm guided to do, but I'm also going to help bring on other guests to share what's going on with them and their gifts and what they have to share as well. And I can do shows for my own page then too. So I've kind of combined everything and I'm just going with what I'm guided to do, and it seems to be working out pretty well.
Yeah, I love it. You explain about that healing that you do. I've had a healing with you one time, and it was the neatest thing. It wasn't face to face like this. It was you were doing your thing and I was doing my thing, but I could see you right in front of me, and I was like, oh my God, she's so powerful. I could totally see her. What was that? How did you do that?
Yeah, I learned after working on myself for several years and actually working with energy healing, learning about it, how it works and how it works distantly, remotely, that you don't even have to be on the phone with someone. You don't have to see them. You don't have to know see a picture of them or anything like that. So I can just connect in with that highest source, because God, source, creator, knows where you are and who you are, just by intention. You can just intend that energy go to someone, and it just does. And so I think that is just the coolest thing. And so once I learned kind of how that worked and experienced it for myself, and then started working on myself through that, just that connection. And then I was like, okay, so I took some courses and learned that I could actually send that out anywhere to anyone at any time, no matter where they are. I work with people all over the world, and that is just the best thing ever. And to me, that I'm just always fascinated with that. And so yeah, what I actually did for you was lightweight balancing. So I know many different techniques, but that was a remote lightweight session that I did with you. So I just lightweight. So I'm intending energies and frequencies to go out, and they just get sent to you for balancing of the chakras, the elementals, the body systems, and a whole lot more. It just does a lot of different things. And so, yeah, I can just do that remotely with groups even, and with individuals when it's one-on-one. And I've done a lot of sessions where I've never even met the person before. I've never talked to them or seen them, but they've contacted me through email or messaged me, and I was able to just help them that way. And so I think that is just awesome. I love it.
It is.
Yeah, and
So,
at the Akashic Academy, they can teach you how to do that too, actually, at the Akashic Academy. I know we're on that page, and and it's not like that I'm like this big promoter or anything, but quite honestly, that's where all three of us are connected, and that's where we all continue to learn. And that's exactly what ascension and enlightenment is. It's knowing that you need to educate yourself and then put it into practice. Just like Christy said, she put it into practice, and then she's like, okay, I got the tools and I got the equipment. So if there's people out there that need that too, that's where we become those conduits and those beautiful vessels that actually are the unconditional nurturers and lovers of all of these sentinel beings, which we all resonate with all of them, but each of us have our own special gifts too, because we can't know everything about everything, can we?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Well, that's the reason why there's a variety. Well, hi.
So it's beautiful. So everybody in the audience, if you haven't liked the Akashic Academy page, and if you haven't joined our membership group, please do, because can you see and feel all the powerful people that are coming together there, all the ideas that we spark off of each other? It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing feeling, and this is an amazing time at the planet for all of us to come together and share what we do. And so it's beautiful. What I do is I'm an Akashic Records practitioner, which is amazing to me. It's like having my own TARDIS zooming in and out of time with, and like I'm the doctor, it's like, woohoo. And then I do amazing angel channelings. I don't do it verbally. Maybe one day I'll try it, but I type it up. I go into meditation and I type it up. All kinds of messages that come from the angels, and a lot of them come out like personal, private meditations, which is another thing that I do. I give these amazing channeled guided meditation tours, which in a minute we're going to do an amazing combined one. All three of us, we're going to give it and show it to you. But first, would you guys, let's look at the comments one more time, and then we'll do our meditation.
You see them, Christy? Do you want to read some? There's one for you, sweetie.
Yep, we've got them all here. I don't know where you stopped at, but
if you pop down to Nancy Louise, there's John Drake, Sarah and Patty to say hi to, but at Norma Louise, that's about you. Can you read it?
Yeah, the energy work that Christy sends out is so powerful, and so many don't have. She is sending as her eyes in the distance while her hand is moving around. So grateful.
That's
and
beautiful.
then William is saying, I enjoy Sunday church with you, angels. Jennifer McWilliams, hello. Thank you for joining us. Law Stewart is watching. And William is saying, talking about Emily Harrison. She's holding God light space, then illuminating humanity.
That's right.
Kelly McGrain, she's talking about episode 33. Yes.
Yes, episode 33.
In the house. The soul house. And Anne is saying, I love your angel messages, Teresa. And also have done, Nancy's saying, have done some great card reading work with Teresa and some powerful messages to assist with her path. And Kathy's saying, love you all. And Molly's here, first time here, amazing. Kismet's here. So we've got all kinds of people joining us.
How
Beautiful.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know, before
And
I
I
met
actually,
Emily, go ahead.
oh, I was just going to ask, first of all, like for you, Teresa, I know that you do the meditations, you do the channeling. What attracted you or kind of brought you into the Akashic Academy? Like to begin
Yeah,
with,
that's
how did you find your way here?
I found Emily one day through Paul Cousineau, and she was on his show, and I checked in early, and so I kind of got to know her a little bit before the show started. She was so amazing, and she pinpointed it. Everybody was asking her, "Oh, did our star seeds originate, or what's our place of origin?" And she so hit mine. It's just like, "Oh my God, that's the place I go when I meditate." I had no idea that I was from there, and it like blew my mind. It's like, I have so got to get to know that woman. And so I was holding on to her and holding on to her. And finally, the opportunity to take the classes ended up in January, a year ago, January. And I took the classes, and it was before it was formatted like it is right now. I could like take 3 or 4 of those classes in one day. And for me, I had to chew it up. It was like, oh my God, this stuff is so good. Oh, that class was good. I got to do another one. This is me. I just had to keep going through until I finished her course in 3 weeks and graduated. And I still didn't think I was psychic. I thought I could read the records, but I'm not psychic. And so it was Emily's mentorship that brought me to here, and Coach Nick showing me how to run a business and get out of my comfort zone and like put myself out there when that's the last thing I would want to do. I'm an introvert, I just want to hide and play with the magic, you know what I mean? But he taught me how to put myself out there. So between the two of them, and it's built into something beautiful, and I've got to be a part of watching it all build up and see the impact we're going to have on the whole world, all of us light workers together. It's like, oh my God, such blessings.
Yeah,
So
I can remember,
that's
ladies. Do you remember it was like 1,000 members, and then we all were excited when it was 5,000? I checked the other day. I think it's almost 10,000.
woo.
Yeah,
Thank you all. And
yeah.
each of us at the Akashic Academy who do shows have YouTube also. So look up the YouTube and put a like on them. Okay, you guys, we've got 45 likes on our YouTube, and I know there's so many more of you. So go to YouTube according to the name of the show. What's your YouTube called, Christy?
My YouTube channel is, you can just search for Christy Warnick, but it's youtube.com/c/Christy Warnick. So yeah, I've got tons and tons. I've
And
got all my videos there. Yeah.
nice. And Andrea, what's your YouTube?
My YouTube is Andrea Jones Stepnowski. Andrea Jones Stepnowski. Go ahead and give us hearts here too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
we
it
need
up,
lots
love
of
it up,
hearts.
share it out. Yeah.
It's
And
awesome.
share
We
it
have
out.
like some
Whoever
20.
shares it out wins with Bex Marie next week. So, woohoo!
Woo!
You guys got to do
Okay.
that. And
And
our YouTube is
Andrea,
called the same as our title of our show, Spirit Sessions of You with the Light. And so you can find all the old episodes there.
Cool.
Go ahead, Christy. What were you saying?
I was going to say, I was going to ask Andrea, did you bring your toys with you today? The crystals? Did we want to touch on that before we did the
Yeah,
meditation?
let's do that.
And I've
Let's
got
show
my
you
dragons here
guys.
too. I was going to show those so they could get a visualization of the crystals that we're going to be experiencing in these dragons.
Yes,
Let's
that
do
sounds
it.
fantastic. So I know that Christy and I talked beforehand about her dragons. She mentioned amethyst, and I thought, wow, I'm going to bring my favorite amethyst. And if you all do watch the Akashic Academy, you probably saw this last episode. I brought it, but it's completely magical. It's a slice
I can feel that. Yeah,
of a
beautiful.
geode, and it's very rough on the outside, as you can see. But once they sliced it, there's actually a portal here that goes through, and there's clear quartz and amethyst, because amethyst is a part of the quartz family. There are 7
Yes.
tribes only in the crystal family based on their geometric shapes, and this one is agate, filled with agate. So the agate goes through more, as you can imagine, as a mineral, as a material. Oh, there's quite a glare, I'm sorry. But it also reminds me, I call this my dragon portal, and I always have. And it's funny that when we talked about this is the first thing that came to my head. So crystals and dragons, and then Christy and I were texting this morning, and she mentioned exactly what I was visualizing with a cave with dragons and sleeping, and it's just all, yeah, it's beautiful. So this is one of my very favorites. It's very special to me because I very, very rarely buy any of my gems and crystals. I use them. I like to find most of my things, but I have a certain friend who has a shop, and sometimes she just intuitively purchases things, and they'll be sitting on a certain shelf, and when I walk in, I'm like, you know, it's like, oh, that's why I bought it type thing. And she has a hard time releasing them to me as well. And it's funny that it always usually ends up being the price that I actually have to spend. So it's all a divine feeling, as I'm sure Christy feels with her dragons as well. But here's one more I'm going to show you that I really don't show pretty much anyone, because what happened is I came through a big time in this transition in my life, and I call it a vibrational move within me. So when you resonate just a touch higher, and I was resonating at the time in the present with Metatron, and I walked into my same shop, and this crystal was in there forever, and then all of a sudden I saw Metatron in the background made of citrine. I don't know if it's coming in or not. Do you see the orange figure?
Oh, I do. I see that. I see that right there.
And even
beautiful.
My friend, I'll show you from the back too, because you can even see him. It's almost Archangel Michael and Metatron in one, and it blew my mind because there I am. I was like, wow, that's me, and I am it, and it just made sense. And when I study crystals, and if you do as much as I do, and I hope you don't, because it'll consume your life, but that's why I'm here, to give you any extra information. But there are faces on the crystals, and this is called a goddess face. And there's also triangles that are record keepers and record grabbers. And it takes information, and you can sleep with these and program these. And I've used them in healing methods with oils and sound. So yeah, I'm going to bring those in with the magic of these beautiful ladies, and we are going to have the most wonderful activation. It's 2:21, so I'm going to pass that off to Teresa.
Okay, Christy, show us your dragons.
Okay.
I love them. You adopted them, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, these were made because I was going to do a dragon show for Mo Orgon Art for Monique Van Hammersfeld. And so Solomon came first. So here's Solomon, and he's amethyst and lapis lazuli. He's got an organite mix inside, and there's some metals in there too for conduits. And it is just a very powerful dragon. And I was showing the backs of these to Andrea earlier, and she was saying that actually kind of looks like an angel. So that's pretty
I see
cool.
that.
And so, but yeah, this is Solomon. And I named him that because I have one of my guys is Solomon. And so that kind of came to me to name him Solomon. And so, yeah, so this was there. And so very powerful. So I'll be sending the energies of this out during the meditation. And I also I couldn't decide. I knew that I wanted like a purple with the amethyst, but then I was like, I love rose quartz, and I also love Venus, because I was contacted by the goddess Venus one time. And so rose quartz really fit with that. So I was like, okay, I'll have a balance, a male and a female. So this is Venus, and she's mostly rose quartz on the outside and has the organite mix on the inside. But yeah, so you can see that and these are very heavy too. But yeah, they have the organite mix and the different symbols and different charms inside as well. But they're very powerful and very powerful together. I have them on my healing and manifesting table. So I've actually incorporated them and sing them in that space there and bring in that energy. So these are very powerful dragons, and I will be sending the energies of these out during the meditation. So we're going to let you take over, Teresa, and start us off with the meditation. We're excited.
All right, so I want everybody to grab the crystals that they feel called for too. And I'm bringing this one that Anita Havlin gave it to me. And I know it's impossible to see the way the light is. It's just a crystal. It
Selenite.
doesn't have additives, but what's neat about this is it's quartz. It's all the way you could tell. And I was in meditation with Diana Cooper when I was taking her class, and we went to the Lemurian dragons. And the Lemurian dragons each were taking consciousness and putting it into the stones, and boom, this is the same one they gave me, the same one that Anita gave me. And then when I feel it, the top has the ridges like the dragons do. The bottom is smooth. And so I call this one my dragon one. And when I hold it, I could pet it like a small, tiny little dragon. So this is what I'm bringing to the meditation today. And we're going to be going to an amazing place. So is everybody ready for this? All right.
I
Let's take
am.
3 deep cleansing breaths. So let's inhale and exhale. And since I'm calling in the dragons, I'm going to do a couple of dragon breaths. So let's inhale. So keep your breathing nice and slow but steady. Keep on breathing. And as we're walking along this path, this beautiful trail, there's trees to the left and trees to the right. And we could feel from our feet, we could feel the roots going down and down deep into the ground, as deep as we are tall and as wide as we can reach or more. Use your intuition and let yourself be grounded as we're walking on sacred ground. And we're coming up to the side of a big mountain. And there's these huge, huge wooden doors there. And we're going to walk up the 7 steps to get to these doors. So step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And take one more breath and set your intention for what you need from this meditation. If you need a healing, if you need confirmation, set your intention. Take a deep breath, exhale, and as we go to knock on this huge door, it opens for us already. And we step into this beautiful cave, and there's a stream running through it that we see here, and it's lit by magical rocks that are everywhere. We could see, and they all reflect off each other, these crystals of all kinds, and other stones too. Let yourself see and enjoy this beautiful atmosphere. Everywhere you look, it's just a beauty that you can look at all day long. And we're going deeper, and we're going deeper into this cave, and we feel more at awe with the beauty that we're seeing. And now we can hear the music, the little pipes and the little drums of the fairies all around us. And they are joining us on our journey. They are blessing us. And they are opening more doorways and portals for us as we go deeper into this cave. And now we can even sense the breathing of the dragons. Let's listen to the dragons a minute. Each one of us, when we were in Atlantis, had a dragon that was ours. In this cave, you will meet your dragon. And so give yourself a minute to be approached by your dragon and see your dragon and feel the huge amount of love your dragon has for you. Feel that big, big heart envelop you. It's such a beautiful thing. And now we're going to turn it over to Andrea as she continues us on our journey.
All the magical stones, the beautiful heartbeat feel of the massive nurturing dragons. You notice the soft pink in the purples, the crystal clear of the quartz that reflect the pink and the purples. These are mother, unconditional mother, deep rooted like the trees we pass. Entering through this doorway brings you to the unconditional love of you. These crystals are shining for you. The rose quartz pulls in the hues from the white and the red. Red represents the root chakra, your strong connection to Gaia. White represents your stellar gateway to the etheric worlds. The combination of the two is your soul connection to Earth. Cave exists for you. You created this space for you. You are in control. Who helps you, who guides you, who lights your path. All your tools are here, shining, waiting for you to ask. Feeling that love and breathing to the heartbeat of your own heartbeat, you sense the presence of something just slumbering into the corner, off in the distance in the corner of your eye. I'm going to turn it over to Christy because I truly feel these beautiful beings are giant, gorgeous dragons.
Yes,
So,
the dragons are there. They are magical. They are powerful. They are protecting everyone. There is a cleansing waterfall that you can walk under to cleanse your energy. And the dragons are there and along with other magical creatures that are outside and tending and just awaiting you to come out as well and connect with them. The unicorns, the fairies, all other magical creatures are outside as well. You know that they're waiting for you to welcome you back out into the world. But while you're in this cave, you can have this protection, this cleansing, and that can actually stay with you. So they're actually, I see like sparkles of light entering in everyone. They are beneficial for you. So these sparkles of light hold these frequencies, these energies that are beneficial. They are holding those energies of the crystals, of the dragons and all other things that are beneficial and for your highest and best good. And so that comes in. And the archangels and the ascended masters are also on top of this mountain. They're actually sending their support as well and really providing you with anything that it is that you choose to receive at this time. So they're all joined together because they are all these light beings, best intentions, and they all want you to have what it is that is best for you. They all have this amazing love for you and support and protection, and they send their healing to you as well. In every so that energy is surrounding you. The energy is surrounding you. And so you have that there that you can receive. And I'll let Teresa kind of walk us through the rest of this and out of the cave and into meet all the other creatures.
And so from here we begin to ascend with these beautiful feelings, and we're climbing up, but we take one last look back. And we, with our hands, let's send love back to this beautiful cave. Send love back to where we come from. to the fairies that have guided us and opened these doorways for us, to the waterfall that cleansed us, to all the dragons we've met, including our own. Sending love up to the angels, the ascended masters who have come. And as we're walking by one more pool as we're going up. There's a little pool of water there. It's a little bit reflective, and you can look into it and receive a message for yourself right now as you look into that pool. What message is there for you on the waters? Either you'll see it, you'll hear it, however you sense things. Sense what personal message you're getting right now. And as we continue out the cave, we're continuing up, and we're met by the unicorns that are there, and they bow to us. These beautiful, white, shimmering, shiny, sparkly unicorns are bowing, and they're pouring out blessings from their horns to us as we each go by. Unicorns on our left and unicorns on our right, and they're bowing for us. And as we start to see the light of outside again, we're still in the cave, and we could see along the walls, there's all the gnomes, there's all the fairies sitting there, and they're all clapping, and they're all excited for this beautiful journey that we've been on. Now we can stand outside and we adjust our eyes to the light, and it's so magical. And in fact, Archangel Ariel comes down right before us. And as we descend down the stairs, Ariel gives us one more message of love. And she's saying to us, thank you, dear ones. Thank you for coming into this cave. Thank you for the time that you've given to yourself. These moments of healing were for you from times long ago, and today was the day. Thank you for taking the time. And I ask of you to shine your light bright to all the people you meet. Leave behind all judgments. Walk in unconditional love. Walk with compassionate action and see the world with new eyes. And as she fades away, we thank her and we step down 7 steps again. 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and feeling totally blessed. 2 and 1, and take a deep breath, grounding in all that you've just been through. And exhale, and open your eyes. And be sure to write down what happened to you, or share with us what's happened. I know we're a little bit over. You could share with us, and we'll get back to it in a minute. But wasn't that a beautiful experience? What did you guys get, Andrea?
Lots of hearts. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I just felt so protected, and I kept seeing the 3 of us forming a triangle no matter where we went, and actually the triangle was melting in another triangle, and it was the whole Merkaba cube spinning, and it was just beautiful.
Ooh,
and when she said,
nice.
ooh, I'm getting chills, because when she said the sparks, you know, you can smack 2 crystals and there's something called piezoelectricity, and it reminded me of that. And I think we created this in an alchemist way that has never been created before, and I am just thankful to be in the presence of you ladies through this modality. Christy, you have like this aura behind you. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome, ladies. Oh, I want to show you this quick picture that came to me this morning, and after this meditation it makes sense. Can everyone see that?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's it.
And a princess, and it's the story of the unicorn Allegra, the dragon Valerio, and the princess Ariana in the forest of Ardet. So if you want to go investigate that, I encourage you to do that, because it's very cool. It's coming together again. You know, that was 6,000 years ago, that story, and here we are.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And we
That's
can
so
all go
cool.
there
What did
anytime
you
we
get?
want. We created that, right? It's
That's
nobody
right.
created that for us.
Yes.
We created that. So you can go there anytime.
Yes, it's true. What did you get, Christy?
Yeah, and that's the magical thing about this is that you can go to these places anytime. You can watch and go back and you can go back and visit these places. But yes, I felt very that cleansing. I felt that protection.
Yes.
I
Yes.
felt all the crystals there supporting with their energy and their elementals there. And yeah, I all of that was there. And so I did sense all of the everything even outside of the mountain and the cave. But I also felt everything that you all described inside the cave as well. It just all came together very harmoniously, very peacefully, very calming energies, very supporting, very
Like all
supporting. So
sentient beings. Yeah, very beautiful. So sentient beings, which means we are beings with a consciousness that we use through our senses. And I feel that everything we talked about today, ladies, even the crystals, we are all sentient beings. We can share.
yeah,
Yes, it's right. It's right. And so what I got as I loved it, I loved seeing everybody there, and I loved hearing the music and feeling the cleansing of the waterfall. And then I loved sending the love back because that replenishes everything for everybody that comes through, all space and time, everybody that comes through again and again. It's like recyclable. It's beautiful and it's there for all of us to enjoy again and again. And so I know we've gone over, so I want to remind everyone that like in about 20 minutes, stay tuned and watch Kathy Homeyer's show. Gosh, I was in that meditation. Let me think of it again.
your
Nourish your multidimensional
multidimensional body.
body.
Mhm.
And then that's right in 20 minutes. And then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there's Janelle Cameron's show, Cosmic Ascension Report, and that is always amazing. It's like I enjoy that. And we'd like to invite you all to like the Akashic Academy page, like join our group for $11.11. You get to hang with all of us in a special membership group. All the power. We like you to add your energy, and then we all do this together. And who won last week? First, let me tell you, whoever shares this show out the most today wins a session with the amazing Bex Marie. And who won last week with me? There was actually a four-way tie, so I had to ask my pendulum which one was the winner. It was a five-way tie, and the winner was Jill Pruce. So I will be getting a hold of you, and you will be getting a 7-card reading from my Magical Dimensions deck by Light Star, and we'll do that. And now we're going to close, and then we're going to go back and read all the beautiful comments and keep sharing this out. It was amazing. And thank you, ladies. Woo!
Oh,
I
you're
love
welcome.
you
Thank you.
both.
Love
Thank
you
you
too.
for
Thank you.
having
That was
us.
fun. Thank you. And see you all again. Um, stop live. There we go.